uh, what kind of psychological punishments and what other kinds of punishments did they impose on you if you try to deny this kind of sexual service?
Like as I said, there was a schedule, and there is one time I tried to deny because uh, one day he said that I will change my rule, so I will not be the one to call you. Who will be the one tonight to present yourself to me? But I want you to be voluntarily to come to the judge and to put yourself in the list. And me and some other Ukrainian girls whom I know, we like said like we never go and put our names in the schedule. And then because he said, Mr. Kiboloy said that I want to see those who are really doing that willingly and who is not. And me and some other girls have a separate room in pastoral ministry. And after he waited 1 week, 2 weeks, or about 1 month, I don't remember exactly, but there is such a time that nobody from us asked to do this ministry. And then he started to come by himself. Like, for example, he had the key of each room, and just in the middle of the night, he come to my room and have sex with me. So I didn't sleep in my room. I go in other room, and in the middle of the night, he was looking for me, and he find me in girls in the room. The girls live all together. So because in my mind, I thought that he will not come if we are many, but he come and he said, "You have 5 minutes to come back in your room. And if you will not come, you will have a problem in the morning." So different kind of instrument they used. I know there's like, for example, other girls who said that, and also me, I use this as an instrument. Like, for example, it's the time to serve, and I will say I cannot do it because I have menstruation. And because we are mature, they didn't do these cruel things that they have done to the girls that they're younger. So a judge came to the girls and said, "I want to check your panty, if there is napkin or not." And the girls just remove their pants to prove that they're not lying. So of course he knows that we are not willing that to do it, and we are forcing that to do it, and we don't want to do it. But
Yes.
he likes the most girls he like. It's those who try to deny, because he said, "I want you to overcome your flesh. I want you to be on the next spiritual level when flesh are nothing to you."
Jack or Jacqueline Roy as your groomer. How did she groom you?
At first, it's a long story, because in order to do it, it's not a very quick way. So I will try to make it short.
Yes.
Like when I was in transferred to a pastoral area and I started to live with Atejak, I was very new. I even didn't know English, any word of English, and he was very in hurry to pull me in pastoral to pastoral ministry. And there was one time Atejak, it was night, and she called me and she said like he wants to talk to you. And I came to his room, and he have Russian Bible. He opened Russian Bible, and because he cannot talk to me in English. And he said, "I want you to read this verse in Russian." So I opened this Bible, and there was a verse, I don't know how to say it in English, translate in English. It's about, there's a scripture about to sacrifice your body. And he was trying to ask me, "Are you ready to sacrifice like your body?" And he put his finger on the bed because we were sitting on the chair before the bed, and he showing to the bed, and he started to pull me. And then I was because I was very new and everything that I know about him was good, and I get scared, I get shocked because like in my mind, this is really what he mean by pulling me to the bed, and I run away from the room, and there's a garage in front of Bible school. But in that time, there was Sampayan, a big place with a lot of stuff. And I ran away because where I can go? I'm in other country. Where I will go? So I ran away and I hide myself there. And I was just crying because I was thinking how to go home. I get a problem, and who can help me to go out of this? And then when it's already morning, of course I have to appear where I cannot stay there forever. And when I come back to the room, the Jack was very mad to me.
Miss Jacqueline Roy. Miss Roy, quickly lang po at this point, narinig nyo yung mga sinabi ni Miss Julia. Do you confirm what she said? Inaamin nyo ba yung mga sinasabi niya na kayo daw ang nag-groom sa kanya para kay Pastor?
Good afternoon po, Senator. I want to invoke my right to remain silent, and I'm also invoking my right against self-incrimination since nasa korte na po ito. Salamat po.
Alright, babalikan na lang po namin kayo para sa ilan pang mga tanong mamaya. Miss Julia, just for a last question from me at this point. Miss Julia, you sent us a copy of an audio file that came into your possession. Now, noting that the Philippines Republic Act number 9208 as amended grants immunity from liability to a victim of human trafficking who transmits a recording involving a violation of that law, and noting further that this audio file had been also circulating already on the internet, the committee will play this audio file now. So please stay with us, Miss Julia, while we play the audio file.
Ang makagamit sa inyo ang anak lang. Wala lain, mo na ikabubuto niya. Ikaw, pani, may number 1 niya. Pag nilapas ni mo, imong gilapastangan ang balaod. At yun kang ulay ko kaluoy. Pinagi sa duha o tulo ka saksi. Nabingwit na satanas doon. Kato sila, bukuro na ko to. Abilag, tapos na po sa ila. Pabayaron ko sila tanan. Kay naiutang sila sa ministry nako, naiutang sila sa kingdom. Mubayad to sila madali, madugay. It will take 5 years, it will take 10 years. It does not matter. Basta nakatutok sa ilang angel of death. When the opportunity presents itself, patay sila. Dato ko, nagsaling ko sa imo, hatod na kong gugman ako sa imo, gitraitor ko nimo. Driver, gitraitor ko nimo. Kung sa'yo akong buhaton. Dato ko, para mabawi akong dungo, kung sa'yo akong buhaton. Ikaw, ugang driver, patyon ta ka. Siguraduon na ako, mamatay mo doon. Kapuyon, kumagyod ang animal, anak putang satanas, di ba? May ibog ko ng mga Moros, ng mga Muslim. Na yung mga babae sila magpa-prostitute sa ilang mga warriors. Para mawala ang stress. Ina na ko ang iyong weakness sa lalaki. Ilabay ninyo na kay di na nakabubutol sa mahan. Kay gi mo na mong pastoral para sa anak lang mo.
Miss Julia, before my questions to you about this audio file, Mr. Quiboloy, huwag kayong mag-alala. Magkakaroon din kayo ng oportunidad na magresponde. Didigin lang natin kasama lahat ng mga victim survivors testimonies muna At bahagi din po ito ng karapatan nyo marinig yung mga akusasyon laban sa inyo bago kayo magresponde. Yulia, is this the file? Is this the audio file that came into your possession?
Yes.
Yes. Do you recognize the voice speaking in the audio file?
Yes.
Whose voice is that?
This is the voice of Mr. Quiboloy.
Okay. And well, I know that you don't understand Bisaya so well, but do you have a sense of what he was saying in this audio file?
Yeah, because I experienced like the girl that he is talking about.
Mm-hmm. Only if you know, is Pane Stephanie
Yeah.
Ibarra?
Yeah.
Yes.
This is
Who is Stephanie Ibarra?
Stephanie Ibarra is main senior in the kingdom, and she is main assistant of Mr. Quiboloy, like the one who like always guide him everywhere. Like, and he also she also have access to his room the same as Mr. Quiboloy have access to her room. I witnessed how Stephanie was several times, only in my time, she was trying to leave the ministry. And,
Stephanie
every-
Ibarra or Pane was trying to leave the ministry.
Yeah, she was
All right.
trying to leave the ministry, and every time she tried, they very in brutal way, in very arrogant way, they will put her back to be always loyal to Mr. Quiboloy as his
How brutal and
spiritual
arrogant
control.
way.
Like, for example, there was one time she wanted to run away from the house of Manila. We stayed there, and before we have a concert there, and we stay in worker's house.
Mhm.
And she wanted to run away. She jumped from the window together with her
Wow.
luggage.
Miss
And
Yulia,
Yeah.
yes. No, I know that you want to say something to Pastor directly. Here in the Senate, in the Philippines, we don't allow resource persons to talk to each other directly. You may only address the chair. So, if you want to say something directly to Quiboloy, please address it through me. For the record, please say, Madam Chair, this is what I want to say to Quiboloy, so that we can hear you and we can put your message to him on record. So please
Okay.
proceed.
Madam Chair, this is what I want to say to Mr. Quiboloy. When I came to the Philippines, I trust my life to you. You promised that you will put honor, dignity on us, and we trust that this is what will happen. And all of this time in this ministry, I was very honest to you. And if there was something that I understand, I always come to you and ask why. Explain me. So from the very beginning to the end, I don't have any bad records. I didn't show myself as a girl, cheap girl, and I always try to be on that level that you try to put on us. But because of this pastoral ministry, for how many years you know that I was trying to learn this way. But I always argue with you because I have a good example in my life. I have a family, there is a wife, there is a husband. I came 24 years old, I'm mature, and it was very hard to break my the way my view about what is the life, normal life, happiness must be. And I really try to break myself to follow your rules in the kingdom. But you lead us in a very bad experience. For all these years, of course, I have a good experience and bad. And when everything is mixed up, it's very hard to analyze. When you are on your emotional are like they will put you very high, they will put you very low, and you're always on this wave. It's very hard to analyze the way you your true feelings, and they will think that the way you feel bad about this ministry, that this is immoral, but he tried to convince that this is the very high level. They made us doubt about our feelings, and I was there with the honest heart. And even before, like when what pulled me back from this ministry, because from this 6 years, as I said, I have a good and bad experience. And to the year of 2019, the bad experience was already more than a good, and I decided to leave. I made a letter through Aten Grid to pastor that I'm very thankful for all the experience that I have in the kingdom, because there is a lot of things that I love, like singing, worshiping, like young congregation. I love to serve God, but I'm going out because I have doubt about pastoral ministry. I cannot tolerate it anymore, and I don't feel that I can do it. And this was the time of COVID, and I was in Ukraine that time, serving here. And because it was COVID, I went from the KLC workers' house, I went to my parents' house, and I stayed there for how many months, because we didn't know. And this is again my thinking renew. Again, I see my family, I see, and I start to, there is no one who will influence me again. And I came to life. But even though the bad experience that I have, I still go with a thankful heart. And what they do to me, because I still watching, even though I go out, I still watching the TWP program. And in his TWP program, I didn't do anything bad. He said about me that if you will work as a prostitute the whole your life out of the kingdom, you cannot replace all these material things that I invest in you here. You compare me as a prostitute, and I'm here living like ordinary life. I have to, when I go out of the kingdom, I was almost 30 years old. Because of the kingdom, I was not able to finish my study. I was not able to build my own family. I was not able to have my career, so I can have something of my own. When you invest all your time, all your efforts, everything into the kingdom, and when you go out, you have nothing. And then and everything you do there, you do with a sincere heart. We never ask for payment. We never ask for salary. We go out from the empty hands. And still, you are saying that we own you. Maybe this is you who own us, and you broke our
Thank you.
reputation even. And
Thank
he
you
started
very
to
much.
say very bad things about me, to destroy my reputation, because he know that if I will go out in the way, in case if I will say what is happening there, my reputation will be destroyed and nobody will believe. This is what he always destructive that he do.
Yes.
And the last thing
Thank
that
you
I
very
want to
much,
say,
Miss Yulia.
1 minute, please, because
Yes.
I always argue about pastoral ministry, as I said, especially when the minors came, because I cannot tolerate, and they know this. And I start to fight for these kids because they hide it from us. And it's a very long story. Maybe I will have an opportunity to tell everything. But
Yes, you can also
Mr.
submit
Quiboloy
it to us in
told
writing.
me Mr. Quiboloy told me, Yulia, don't come near to my relationship with God, because this pastoral ministry, this is my ministry, and I know what I'm doing. If I will have a problem with this, I will be the one to solve it. But when problem to appear, he never faced it, because he wants the other. He used people who even are not pastoral and don't know about his life. They don't know what he eats, what his arrangement in the. They don't know anything. And we, how many years we stay under one roof? We all.
Thank you
And
very
he
much, Ms. Yulia. Okay, sa mga follow-up question ko po, dun sa mga testimonya na ng mga victim survivors, sinexually abuse nyo ba ang mga babae at mga menor de edad? At
Wala
ginamit nyo ba ang relihiyon para i-sexually abuse
Wala
sila?
pong katotohanan yung kanilang mga sinabi. Kung meron po silang mga charges na criminal laban sa akin, malaya po silang mag-file ng kaso at doon ko haharapin at sasagutin sa tamang forum sa korte ng ating lupa tulad ng kinakaharap namin ngayon.
And actually, on that matter and for the record, may at least isa sa victim survivors na dati nang naghain ng kaso sa inyo dun sa Davao, kaya lang dinismiss. Kaya inappeal nila sa Department of Justice. Yun naman pong mga testimonya ni na Ms. Valdewesa at ni Yulia, tinatanggi nyo ba ang mga testimonyang iyon?
Tinatanggi ko po, wala pong mga katotohanan yung kanilang mga sinasabi, kundi sa aking paningin ay kabaligtaran.
Mr. Quiboloy, boses nyo ba yung nasa audio file kanina, yung binabantaan mo yung si Stephanie o si Pane?
Kailangan po i-authenticate kasi ngayon malakas ang AI.
So pero boses nyo ba yon yung nagbabanta kay Pane o kay Stephanie?
It appears na parang boses ko. Pero
Alright.
hindi ko po ma-authenticate kasi ngayong panahon na to malakas ang AI.
At
Kaya-
sino po si Stephanie Ibarra? Sino po si Pane?
Isa po sa mga manggagawa.
Manggagawa. Ano po yung relationship o relasyon nyo kay Pane o Stephanie Ibarra?
Isa pong manggagawa.
Isang manggagawa. Pero hindi ba totoo na kinupkup nyo siya, kinuha nyo sa inyong pag-aalaga nung siya ay 2 years old pa lamang?
With this issue po kay Pane, I invoke my right din to remain silent.